It's not just about knowing what it is, but it's also about hodling, stacking, and having diamond hands when there's a lot of volatility. From 1,830 in a span of 2 months, September 2, 2017, it hit 4,980 US dollars per Bitcoin. And there's nothing wrong with selling as long as you're selling as part of your plan. But if you're selling because you're panicking, you're selling because you're fearful, then I think that's where the problem lies. Drops give you an opportunity to stack. Drops give you an opportunity to get more Satoshis, get more Bitcoins, and grab as much allocation as possible. Hi everyone. So in the past few weeks, we've seen Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency market experience a lot of downward volatility. But in this video, I want to show you the different crashes that happened in the past, but above and beyond that, how big were those crashes, but what people need to also see the recoveries that happened after and how big the recoveries were. This is a friendly reminder that every time you enter the cryptocurrency market, there will be a lot of volatility. And if you entered at the time where everything was going up, please remember that it won't be like that all the time. That Bitcoin is also not free money. That's why I've been hammering it over and over and over that it requires a large amount of conviction if you want to enter and if you want to invest into it, because there will be times like this, like where we are right now. We've just experienced a very, very large drop, and knowing the technology will massively help you when times are not so exciting and when everyone also is bearish. But for this video, we're gonna revolve everything around the price. And as you all know, technical analysis is past prices plotted into charts. But for this one, we're just gonna zoom in without looking at the specific chart. The difference from the crashes before to where we are now is I really believe that the narrative is changing. Meaning, if you go back 2013 to where we are now, Bitcoin right now, May 2021, is more accepted than what it was before. Even myself, May 2013, I didn't even believe in Bitcoin at that particular point in time. And I've been mentioning this in the past videos. I wrote an article in Rappler that was so safe that if you want to invest in Bitcoin, you better make sure it's extra money. You better make sure that you know that it's something that's highly volatile. But fast forward to where we are today, May 2021, more data is out. People have digested it more. A lot of people are actually seeing that it's a massively better asset class than merely just leaving it in cash. Even if you look at the altcoins that have smart contracts in it, those are even more amazing than just Bitcoin. But we're studying Bitcoin right now because it's the oldest cryptocurrency to date. It's the OG, but above and beyond it being the OG, it could give us like an index-like reference to what the stock market is for the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq. And as you all know, Bitcoin has been out since 2008, but I'm just gonna start looking at the crashes from 2013 due to the amount of data sources that I have. I want to start here. November 19, 2013, we saw Bitcoin drop down from 755 US dollars to as low as 378 US dollars. That was a drop of around 49.9%. That being said, though, I want to show you the prevailing theme. Every time it hits a bottom, the rebound is much, much stronger. From 378 US dollars per Bitcoin, it zoomed up November 30, 2013 to 1,163. That gave it around 208% gain. So look at the narrative, and I'm going to show you more and more examples. Large drops, but massively larger recoveries right after. If you've been looking at a lot of people who are OGs in the Bitcoin space, they keep on stressing about hodling, stacking, and having diamond hands, because I think this is so different. There are only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be mined forever. And the more we move forward in time, the more scarce it will be. From November 30, 2013 to January 14, 2016, which is quite a long period, no, we've seen Bitcoin drop massively. This was from 1,163 US dollars to the bottom of 152 US dollars. So that was around an 86.9% drop. And if you look at the narrative, no, that was Mt. Gox, a Bitcoin exchange that got hacked. That's why a lot of people who are very, very long in the space already have been stressing also that it's nice to put your money in exchanges, but if it's in an exchange, you don't own the keys. And if you don't own the keys, if something happens to the exchange, there's no way for you to recover your money. That being said, also, 2013 was also a year where China banned Bitcoin. Please remember, the drop right now that we are experiencing is mainly because China is trying to ban Bitcoin, but it has been doing it for years. The drops that we're seeing right now, it's not as steep yet compared to previous dates, previous downward movements in the past. The recovery from $152 to March 10, 2017, push up of $1,350. That's around a 788% gain. Always remember the theme: large drops, but even larger and massive push-ups. And that's why if you believe in the technology of it, you believe in the scarcity of it, it's not just about knowing what it is, but it's also about hodling, stacking, and having diamond hands when there's a lot of volatility. That's why it's nice to listen to insights of people who are longer than us, the Michael Saylors of the world, because they've seen it happen over and over and over again. So after it hit 1,350 in March 10, it dropped to $891 in just a few days. Guess what? It looks similar to what's happening right now. Large rally, then large drop in just a few days. That drop was around 34%. In just 2 months, Bitcoin pushed up once again. From 891, it pushed up to 2,760, giving it a 209% gain. So after hitting 2,760 in a span of 2 days, it dropped from May 25 to May 27 from 2,760 to $1,850. The total drop was around 33%. Comment below if you're learning and if this is something that's helping you, this historical deep dive on what's happening to Bitcoin. Now, after the drop, May 27, 1,850, it recovered, pushed up in just 2 weeks. By June 12, 2017, Bitcoin went as high as $2,980, giving it a 61% push up in a span of 2 weeks. So please do note 30+% drop, but the push-up was more than double of that drop. There's so much volatility going on in 2017, no? But I think that was one of the times kasi that it had a larger mainstream appeal already. So of course, there's more appeal right now. There's more retailers and institutions coming in. But at that time, 2017, that's where a lot of excitement was already spurring. I remember it at that time, there were a lot of people opening even coins.ph accounts in the Philippines. So from June 12, 2017, it dropped all the way down to July 17, 2017. The movement down was $2,980 to as low as $1,830. That was again a 38.6% drop. Fast forward once again, July 17, 2017, from 1,830 in a span of 2 months. September 2, 2017, it hit $4,980 per Bitcoin. At that point, this was one of the highest prices that Bitcoin has ever hit. It was up around 172%. So please remember, you might be asking, why are people selling? Of course, there will be people that would invest, that they're in it for the capital appreciation. And like all of us also here, that there are some people that at that point in time, either they think that Bitcoin would not go up anymore, or they actually needed the money, or they got a bit fearful and they also sold. And there's nothing wrong with selling as long as you're selling as part of your plan. But if you're selling because you're panicking, you're selling because you're fearful, then I think that's where the problem lies. Never ever decide you're trading or investing just because you get emotional. Don't put your emotions into this. Please, I implore you, spend a lot of time to learn more about the technology. Spend a lot of time to develop signals on when you will buy, sell, and actually hold the particular token. From September 2 to September 15, Bitcoin dropped once again to 2,972, and it was a 40.3% drop. Now, here's where it gets a bit interesting. I just have 4 data points left, and I hope you're staying. I hope that you are enjoying this, us going back in time and learning what's happening to Bitcoin. When it dropped to 2,972 in September 15, 2017, in 2 months, it pushed up once again, recovered once again, massively went up once again to 7,888 by 165%. We may look at 7,888 as a very, very low number from where we are today. But at that time, a lot of people for sure were very, very excited already that Bitcoin was breaking all-time highs. That being said, in a span of a few days from November 8th to November 12th, 2017, we saw Bitcoin drop from 7,888 all the way to 5,555. This was a 29.6% drop. December 17, 2017, we saw Bitcoin hit high upon high upon high. It hit 19,666. And I remember that I was in Taiwan. Bitcoin was hitting all-time highs. It was a very, very exciting time for Bitcoiners. I wasn't into it. No, I didn't have Bitcoin yet also at that time. But after that also, it started to drop once again. And that was a longer drop already for Bitcoin. And that's when I started to come in already. So now the clincher, December 17, 2017 to December 15, 2018, Bitcoin from its peak dropped to 3,220, which was an 83.6% drop. If you remember this on the other videos that I've been posting, the context of what's happening to Bitcoin, that, okay, it's down 50% right now, but I've been reiterating it to a lot of you guys that it has dropped lower and massively more in the past. So the reason why I'm saying this is dapat buo loob nyo na kahit gaano kaganda yung Bitcoin, there will be a chance that it could still drop 80%. There will be a chance that it could still drop 90%. There will be a chance that there will still be a lot of volatility. But always remember that large drops, the comeback, and the recovery is massively stronger. And that's why when it's down, that should be the time for you not to be timid. That should be the time for you to be actually vigilant and study more and look at the charts more so that you can actually accumulate that it has shown you an area that it's starting to reverse or actually bottom out as well. I tried to do it at that point in time. No? Bitcoin, Ethereum was going down, but it was around, I think probably at the start of March, it was going down. So it was a good learning curve, small amounts of money, but it gave me the feel of what it is. From December 15, 2018, at 3,220, it went to as high as 12,867, June 26, 2019. It was up around 299% from that particular period in time. I was just putting an amount of money that I could afford to lose. I'm still, at the end of the day, even if I'm making a lot more Bitcoin videos right now, I'm still a stock market investor. My portfolio-wise, a larger chunk of my portfolio is still in the stock market. So what gave me a bit of stability was I was diversified well. There's a lot of differing opinions in terms of diversification, but I do diversification. It works for me. It makes me sleep well at night. I think that's the foundation of what I normally do. I have the courage to take on other riskier assets because I'm diversified with my money. It hit a low of 5,040 last March 12, 2020. And from where we are today, 5,040 March 12, 2020 is the lowest that we've ever seen Bitcoin hit. To the highest that we've seen this year, 64,706. That was around a 1,183% return of Bitcoin alone. It would have been nice if I was there in 2013, but I wasn't. And there's nothing I can do to bring back the past. But there's something that I could do right now to help me maximize what I could actually get. And that's why I've been sharing this over and over. Of course, if you are a trader, when your charts get hit, when your technicals get broken, when those moving averages show you their sell signals, get out of the position. But if you are a hodler, a stacker, an accumulator, someone who has diamond hands also, drops give you an opportunity to stack. Drops give you an opportunity to get more Satoshis, get more Bitcoins, and grab as much allocation as possible. When it's down, it's very scary. When it's down, that's where your emotions are high, that you'll always think that I should have timed it higher. I should have timed it better. I should have bought when it was lower. But no one knows. Above and beyond timing, it's about putting in life-changing volume when we see Bitcoin at its lowest. It's all about building a massive base. Because if you really believe that Bitcoin will go up against the market cap of gold in the future, then wherever we are right now, it seems that Bitcoin is still at a very, very low price. And that's why I've been hammering it over and over. What is your analysis on where you believe it will go? Because that will determine how you should act and how you should deploy capital. And I really believe that Bitcoin right now, it's here to stay. Bitcoin right now, it's still at a low point. Bitcoin right now, the promise of where it could be, and that it's a massively better replacement for gold, should be already a compelling reason for you, not just even to invest, but take a look and study it. For every drop, there will always be a massive recovery right after. We don't know when, we don't know how high, but if there's one strategy that I would like to tell you is, if you're a stacker, every time it's massively down, don't panic. Put game-changing volume and ride its way up. Because I myself, I'm stacking. I'm not scared of the volatility. That's why I treat cryptocurrencies way different from how I treat the stock market. It's something so different in a way because the asset class is so amazing. I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to send them via Instagram at Marvin Gurmo or Patreon at Marvin Gurmo as well. We have Investment Conference 2021 happening this Friday and Saturday. The links are in the description below. 14 of the best speakers in the country joining us. And we also have a technical analysis course happening this July, where we're going to talk about technical analysis, not just for Philippine and US stocks anymore, but technical analysis for Philippine, US, and the cryptocurrency market. So if you want to join us, the links are in the description below. And I hope to see you there. And I hope that you can join us if you want to learn more about candlesticks, moving averages, trend lines, parabolic SAR, Bollinger Bands, and so much more. That being said, if you like to invest in the cryptocurrency market, in the links down below, we have Binance. It's the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. And if you want to grab a copy of my books, I have them available via Shopee. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Gurmo, pushing you and urging you that no matter how much I talk about this, please don't buy, sell, hold, or avoid the token just because we talked about it here. It's your money. It's your responsibility. You need to take the time to learn more about it. Don't just buy because you hear it off YouTube. But I really want to see more and more Filipinos invest and also be profitable, but learning it the right way. So that's it for now. Marvin Gurmo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.